I support the autistic students here whenever they're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or perhaps just need some educational support in some way. In general, I'd say one of the main strategies is to allow students to discuss what is causing them to be so anxious in the first place, and we support them through that with whatever works for each individual student, because every student's different. To identify the specific needs of our students here, the autistic students, I generally invite them to meet with me for an informal chat. When I first met Iwan, initially the aim was to support him to remain on his course, to see if we could work a strategy that would help him feel more comfortable on his course.
I was accepted onto the public services course, and during the holidays I got a phone call to say they had to cancel it. I was able to go for an interview for the sports course, so I had to make the decision there and then. I didn't know enough about the course. I kind of realised that it wasn't really for me.
So we began to discuss the possibility of a course change, and we were able to enrol him there and then, once he decided on a different course, which was skills for further study, which would still allow him to progress onto the level 3 course that he intended the following year.
Nicola was supportive. It was very helpful to have someone who was so supportive and could talk through your options rather than having to decide things on your own. She also had ideas that I hadn't thought of. It was good to have that support, people who are interested and are determined to get you on a course that makes you feel comfortable.
Iwan's progressed tremendously throughout the year, and he's extremely confident now and ready to progress next year.
For starters, I'm more happier. I'm happy on the course I'm on. I'm happy doing the work I'm doing. I'm happy that I can just pop in to have chats and a bit of support whenever I need it. I found somewhere that I'm more calm, happy, confident as well. I definitely wasn't as confident back in September.
Without TRAC, my role wouldn't have existed, and if I hadn't have been here at college, I don't think the support would have been there for Iwan to help him remain in college and achieve his course this year.
I'm really glad that they're here because they're always there to give support when you go and ask for it. I would encourage people without hesitation, go and just have a talk, just talk about anything really. The people like Nicola, the mentors, I think their focus is just for the students to be comfortable. I think they focus on that probably a bit more, and they're very determined. As their job, they're very determined to make sure students are happy and comfortable.
I think TRAC is valuable in this student community here at Llandrillo because without it, I'm not sure the autistic students would have the support there for them, and whether or not they'd be able to remain in college without that support.
I think it's made me talk to people more. I've always been a bit quiet, but I think it's made me just kind of put myself out there and just interact with people a bit more, whereas I wouldn't as much before. If I had to make these decisions on my own, I might have dropped out. I like to think that I would have stayed, but it would have been very difficult without that support.
I find it really rewarding when you can see how someone's progressed from when you first met them and watch them develop.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all of the support. I feel better. I know it would have been a lot harder if they weren't here, so I appreciate it.